Hi Gemini, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing your weekly messages for next week from the 1st to the 7th of April. So we'll get straight into it. Your first oracle card you got is time to go. So there is something that needs to be walked away from or needs to be released. But keep in mind that whatever this is that you're walking away from, you are walking to something, to that gateway that, yes, you can't see the path just yet. You can't see that gateway. It might not be presenting itself to you yet, but there is some sort of new beginning, but you have to walk away in order to get to that new beginning. And that could be a person or that you need to walk away from. It could be that that you actually need to physically go somewhere. It could be that you need to walk away from a job of some sort. Then we have the new moon in Pisces, and it says meditate and contemplate. And this card is about kind of like allowing yourself to dream like Pisces does, and just, setting your intentions of what is it that you actually want. What, if there was no limitations, what is it that you would want? Kind of think about that, meditate on that, and then manifest that in and start taking action towards that. Bring in those intentions. And then we have Dove Spirit, and it says be peace. And this card is about needing to kind of find the inner peace within yourself, because even if there are things that are chaotic around you, you must always remember that you can actually find the peace within yourself, no matter what your external circumstances. So maybe you might need to just breathe and just be peaceful next week. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for Gemini for next week, please? So 1st to 7th of April. Okay, so first we have the Chariot, time to go. We have the Two of Swords, we have the Page of Cups, there we go, that's Pisces energy there. We have Temperance, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, as you know, bottom of the deck are either things that you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. I feel like there's going to need to be some honest communication about some sort of, bringing things to light, some sort of clarity about what brings you happiness, and communicating this from your heart, but also from a logical standpoint. So, I feel like if there could be emotions that are being held back here that aren't being communicated, but when this is communicated, it is going to bring clarity to a situation. So with the Page of Pentacles, so this is about, you setting your intentions. It's about you grounding yourself as well next week. You might need to find that inner peace and ground yourself to be able to get that peace, even if you are in a chaotic time. We have, how did you get here? So something that, like I said, needs to be moved on. You need to keep moving. It could be physical travel of some sort. Otherwise, it could be some sort of obstacles that you need to overcome in some way, and you will be successful as long as you are grounding yourself. We have the Page of Cups here as well. So there could have been some sort of like romanticized thoughts on something, and that doesn't need to be actual physical romance. It like romanticized, you could have been like, oh, well, this job is just the perfect thing for me, and I'll get along with all the people, and I can have my nice coffee in the morning, and like it's kind of it's the same as this meditate and contemplate energy. It is Pisces energy there, so you are in a bit of a daydream state, and maybe that's why you need to ground yourself in some way. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So this is something that you need to work hard on. You need to master the skill to get to this point where, again, that you can ground yourself and find that inner peace. We have and also maybe even setting that that intention as well of being able to go down this path. And then we have the Emperor here. So this is about either a masculine in your life, or you are this masculine that you're leveling up in some way. You could be healing the masculine side of you. We all have feminine and masculine within us, so you could be healing that side of you, but this is about taking action towards what it is that you want. We have the Two of Swords here. So in your day-to-day life, there could be some sort of decision that needs to be made, but you're feeling a bit stuck and you don't want to make a decision. So you're actually just doing nothing instead of deciding. You're just sitting there basically and trying to go within. You're trying to meditate and see what it is that you need to do. But in order to get out of that indecision, it is about meditating and contemplating exactly what it is that you want. With Temperance being here, this is in your emotions. So you could have been in the past couple of weeks been in this kind of unbalanced state with your emotions, and you're now starting to you know, if there was some sort of like overindulgence on one side, like maybe you could have been focusing too much on your material life or the materialistic things in life rather than your spirituality of some sort, or you could be you know, not focusing on taking care of yourself mentally, and now you're balancing that out. It's about bringing in some sort of moderation into your emotions or into your relationships of some sort and bringing in the balance. And by grounding yourself, that's what that's going to bring in. We have the Five of Wands here. So in your thoughts, you could be feeling very conflicted about something. There could be some sort of competition that you're worried about, or maybe that there's an external conflict and you're trying to avoid that conflict in some way. Or whatever this is, it's just in your mind. There's a lot of action and thoughts going on in your mind that aren't, they're stressing you out. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in your goals. So you could be wanting to kind of focus on your career right now, or focus on some sort of stability of some sort. It could also be that you're wanting to give yourself some self-love in some way and nurture yourself, put in the time and energy towards your own let's say your own like health in some way. Not only like your health in your physical health, but very much so in your physical health, but possibly in your mental health as well. It's about giving yourself that self-love to be in this position of nurturing yourself. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Gemini. Okay, so what does Gemini need to know for next week? From 1st of April to the 7th. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, no way. Two of Swords, clarifying the Two of Swords. Five of Wands. We have Three of Cups. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. Lots of people. Wow, the Devil. Okay, I have to just do that. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. So again, this is about needing to ground yourself to be able to overcome some sort of obstacle in your life and be successful in something. You are needing to kind of set that intention and start kind of taking the steps, the necessary steps towards this new path. With the Two of Swords, clarifying the Two of Swords, there's not much to be said there besides you are very indecisive at this point, and you're kind of just, like I said, you're stuck. You're not making any decision. So you're just not acting right now. You're needing to meditate and contemplate to be able to bring in this clarity to yourself, this clarity right here of what it is that you actually want to communicate and what it is that you feel. We have, with the Page of Cups, we have the Five of Wands. So like I said, you could be in this daydreamer state, but it's kind of causing some sort of conflicting things in your thoughts. You know, you are maybe even feeling like very dreamy and all of that stuff, but there's some sort of arguments behind something that maybe that you're like romanticizing them in some way, or like not romanticizing them, I'm trying to find the word for it, like you're kind of just like, oh, it will be fine, you know, like we'll figure it out and all of that stuff, you know. With the Three of Cups, clarifying this, yeah, I definitely think that maybe there was some sort of overindulgence in the past, or you needing to kind of balance things out with some sort of friendship circle, or some feminine energies that are very close to you in some way. It could also be about, you know, getting the support that you need and giving the support that they need as well at this time. It's about balancing those energies. Then with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, like I said, with the Page of Pentacles of you needing to ground yourself and putting, you know, setting those intentions and bring things into life, take the action towards them. I feel like you are also needing to communicate some sort of truth. You might need to kind of cut the BS basically and say it how it is. but it is also about protecting yourself at this time. She also looks in the stage of, you know, protecting her heart right there with the pentacle being in front of her heart space. So you could be wanting to protect your heart or protect your emotions in some way. With the Five of Wands being here and the Queen of Cups, I feel like these conflicting energies has something to do with your emotions of some sort, or like something that's you've got a lot of feeling or a lot of care for in some way. You could also be conflicting your own, you know, your own mind is being conflicted right now because of maybe in your logic, you know, you should be doing this, but in your heart, you want to do this. We have the Page of Wands clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about you needing to let go of any sort of limiting beliefs and put in the work into something that you are passionate and desiring, you know, but you have to actually go and choose that path and put in the work towards it. With the Devil clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, I can't pick that up obviously, but you might have been in a state where you weren't actually looking after yourself before. You were kind of obsessing over things or having some sort of unhealthy situation in your life, and now you're needing to actually just look after yourself right now. It's about kind of pulling back, giving yourself the self-love, and releasing any of these toxic energies. Time to go. And then we have the Nine of Wands clarifying the Emperor. So you could be very tired. You could feel like you've got nothing left in the tank and you don't want to go forward anymore. You could be feeling very hurt. But this is about, the 9 is almost at the 10, which means that once you get to the 10, you will be leveling up to this point. So just keep going, persist through this, because you are going to get to this place where you are kind of, you know, either your own boss or making decisions for yourself, or maybe that's the decision that needs to be made there, or just, you know, being very protective and a leader of some sort. So let's get some advice for you, Gemini. So what does Gemini need to know from the 1st of April to the 7th? Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like there is something that you need to be strategic about. Maybe there's something that you need to kind of make sure that you're not being deceived in some way, and also don't deceive anyone else at this time, but do think before you speak. Be strategic about this. Come up with a plan first and then go ahead. I feel like you are a little bit confused at the moment. This is also about, you know, dreaming and all of that stuff, so things could be coming to you in your dreams, but there's a lot of options that you need to choose from, hence why you're feeling a little bit stuck and indecisive about something. But you will get the clarity to kind of come out of this confusion, but just kind of don't make any sudden movements until you've cleared your head and decided what it is that you want, and find the peace within yourself for now. With the 9 of Cups here, this is about, you know, you're needing to kind of follow your happiness. What does your heart truly desire? That is what you need to follow. And you need to kind of let go of any sort of negative mindset, possibly even having some sort of victim mentality. Please don't take that the wrong way. It's just, you know, I'm reading the cards for what they are and I'm going to tell you the truth. So you might be feeling like, you know, like a bit of a victim at this time, but you are needing to realize that there is room for positivity here. There is room for your ultimate happiness. Maybe it's not looking in the way that you wanted it to, and that's why you need to go and move on to something else. But happiness is coming. Clarity is also coming. So I do see there is a lot of battle here between your heart and your head here, with a lot of these things, with something to do with some sort of decision that needs to be made. So let's get a romance angel for you, Gemini. So what does Gemini need to know? 1st to the 7th of April. Okay, we have attraction. You attract love by enjoying this moment fully. So maybe you kind of just need to focus on what you want right now, and the present moment, and then that's going to help you out of this stuck decision of some sort. And chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I hope that resonated, Gemini. If it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.